Hey guys, I wanted to bring you a video on the fire mini boss Kotos, the Guardian of the Labyrinth. A couple of people I was talking to were having some issues on how to beat this. To me, of the three mini bosses, this one's a little bit the easiest. So let's get into seeing what he does. Kotos right here, pretty much his first skill, his default attack, puts dots on. It's an AOE attack, puts dots on you. Um, two attacks, each 50% to put on a dot. This is actually relevant later on. So you may not think the dots are a big deal, but they kind of are. Um, this passive here is like the R5 boss passive, where when his life total goes below 75%, 50%, and 25%, he will instantly get an additional turn. He'll cleanse himself and do all this wonderful stuff and become stronger. This passive here will means one, you can't reduce his attack bar. Uh, you can't gain attack bar to gain more turn advantage out there. So pretty much what happens is whenever you get 6 turns, the boss then takes his turn. It doesn't matter if it's 6 violent procs from the same unit, or your 300 speed unit goes twice. You will get 6 turns no matter what. So you don't get to lap the boss. You don't get to push. You can't use squad to push his attack bar back. So it's kind of like around getting away the cheese tactics of TOA. It also prevents you from using any team up attacks like the Chakram and Boomerangs, or Sylvia, Lisa, stuff like that. You don't get to cheese and bringing extra attacks. Right here, these are the runes the boss can have. Violent means he gets 2 attacks. Always will get 2 attacks. It's not like our violent procs that have a chance to happen. He will violent proc whenever he has this on there. Rage will kill anyone that has continuous damage on them, debuff on them. Doesn't matter if you have Theomars's Endure or even like invincibility buff. It will go through all that and instantly kill. Revenge proc, 35% of revenge. I don't think anyone cares about. This is a rune that we would generally avoid if it happened, we would ignore it and let him have the revenge proc. He will cleanse if he absorbs this tower. He will cleanse himself of all debuffs, and you will not be able to put debuffs on to him at that time. So those are kind of annoying things. You want to. Those are the 2 towers on the side. If after he gets his 6 turns, he absorbs them and does it. You want to make sure that he doesn't do that because they suck. This is the team I'm using right now. It's all Nat 4s. I actually do believe this is probably one of the more optimal teams out there for, obviously if you have better units out there, you can use them. I tried to find the farmable team, or not farmable, but obtainable team for most people who are at the level who should be doing this on hell mode. So the key of the unit here is Chloe and Galleon are core units out here. Julie can be replaced with any AoE water damage dealer. So you can use Tayor, you can use Water Monkey, you can use Alicia. Any of those are fine. These 2 are single target water nukers. I have problems finding units that do a better job than they do right now. Obviously, if you have, again, Tayor is probably the one that could probably replace them a little bit better. The reason we like Stella is Stella brings branding, which is more damage, and she brings up a backup defense break in case Galleon derps, and that will happen. Xiaolin is pretty much just a really strong single target damage dealer. There's a reason why she's very popular for R5, just because her nuke is just that damn strong. The important part is none of these units are violent. Turn order is Chloe, Galleon, Stella, Julie, Xiaolin. Of the damage dealers, I don't think the turn order matters too much. You do want Stella to move before them because she's the backup armor breaker. So if Galleon derps, Stella puts the armor break so before any major damage happens out there. So the trash stage here monsters are pretty fast. You need to be about 190 speed to outspeed them. These crystals on the left-hand side, I think, have somewhere along the lines of like 27,000 HP. They do armor. The crystals armor break. They are elemental neutral. The two crystals on the left and right hand side. So they will attack your water unit. They will attack your water units. They will not prioritize hitting Chloe. The Minotaurs, on the other hand, will prioritize on hitting Chloe. But they do have a strip on skill. I think skill 3 is their strip, and they will focus on that, on stripping a debuff over just damaging the elemental neutral unit. They also have a stun on skill 2, I believe, and that's very annoying. Just because you don't want them stunning your units so that you don't get your debuffs back up as quickly as possible. So you may want it. You choose for yourself on which one is more of a priority for you to kill. To me, I feel the crystals armor breaking are a bad thing, but we didn't land armor break on any of them beforehand, so I didn't get the luxury of deciding what I wanted to kill. The most important thing is make sure that, just like TOA, when the boss stages come up, you want to make sure you have your skills up. Most importantly, that Galleon has his time to boot up. So right here, I wasn't paying too close attention. You want to make sure that Julie has max life, because her nuke depends. Her skill 3 nuke does more damage if she's at full HP. That's the only reason why I healed it. It's not necessary, but I wasn't sure, so I just wanted to be 100% sure she had full life. Right now, what happens is the boss, after 6 turns, the boss will absorb both these towers, the will and the violent, and attack. 6 turns. We have 5 units and no one's on violent. That's why with Chloe we'll get her fanatic off beforehand. That's the plan. Perfect. Galleon didn't derp. Gets AoE damage on everyone. So because of that, we can now land. Put branding with Stella on here. Here is Julie doing AoE damage, hopefully killing everything. This will be Zalin just nuking the crap, and after that you just nuke the boss down to death. You put Fnatic up on here, gets his turns off, and now we're fully protected, and we're just now nuking it down. You could just see Stella does pretty good damage out there. That was, I want to say 85,000 times 6. As you could just see right there, it's just nuking it down afterwards. That Chloe protection right there is very key out there. Relatively simple boss. I will show the runes right after this. Let's see what we get from the boss. I will go Despair. That's a pretty good rune. No speed on there, but I can take that. So here are the runes on my team. I don't think anything is really great on there. So the most important thing is that Chloe's turn order. Chloe goes first. She's speed, defense, HP. Probably HP doesn't make a difference. These runes are absolute trash. She should probably have a little bit more resistance, but it's what she does. Galleon was next. Obviously, 100% accuracy is mostly ideal. Oh, let me just show Chloe. I don't think Chloe's runes actually matter too much, right? HP crit rate is up there just for a little bit of damage. I don't think it's very necessary to do that. Again, the speed's most important. It has to move after Chloe. Again, you probably want to push past 190 speed so that you can move first. You can go as low as about like 170 speed if you use him as your speed leader. I do that because, again, like I said, Julie here, it's 163 speed. That's not enough to move before the boss. 166. With the Galleon speed lead, it pushes up to 190. That's where it moves before the trash mobs go. Her runes here are Shield, Fatal Shield, Attack, Crit Damage, Attack. You can slow this down if you need to see any of the runes individually. I mean, again, nothing amazing out there. This is a 5-star rune. These are, it's fairly standard. You want to get some speed out there because, again, you want to move first. Stellar's runes here. This is the stats out there. Very squishy, so you want to be careful that you don't get hit too much because you're going to die. Obviously, a little bit more crit rate would be ideal. A little bit more speed would be ideal so that you can guarantee the 7 hits on her last skill. But again, these are not the greatest runes out there. Speed, crit damage, attack, blade, rage blade, and Xiaolin. Xiaolin is built for R5, so she's a little tankier than the others. But obviously, crit rate should be a little bit higher. These are pretty much the stats. She's on Vampire. If you don't want to use Vampire, obviously I think it's fine to go Rage or Fatal for these damage dealers. But again, these are units I'm using in other places in the game, so I don't want to nerf their usage outside of that. So again, like I said, other units that you could probably use to replace them. Water Monkey King is a really good choice. Theomorph is okay, but again, Theomorph is generally on violent, so if you don't want to take him more violent, if you're using him for only there, it's fine. Same thing with something like Chow. So just see what units that you have that can do massive damage that are not on violent. I think that's the real key to this stage. I hope this helped you guys. Let me know if you want to see more of this. I will probably post out on how to do the other 2 mini bosses soon. But if you guys need any more help, feel free to drop me a message. I stream a lot on Twitch, so feel free to join there and ask questions there, or you can join the Discord that's listed below. Feel free to ask questions or just post a message on YouTube. Thank you for watching and have a great day.